Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a medical doctor and an abuse survivor, spreading knowledge to help other victims of abuse to get to a safe and healthy place. Today's topic is going to be emotional abuse and how it piles on. First of all, just defining emotional abuse is very tricky. For many years, I did not recognize that I was myself going through emotional abuse. And it is depending on the context that something is being said. For example, if you just take a sentence, you are such a child. Is this emotionally abusive? Let's say an example. Um, a boyfriend is calling for his girlfriend to get out into the backyard. He wants to show her something. And when she gets out there, he ambushes her with a water gun. And um, she screams at him, "Oh, you are such a child!" But they're both enjoying the situation. This is not emotional abuse. Another example. Uh, let's say um, another boyfriend is angry because his girlfriend was speaking to another man at the party. She is begging him to, yes, please speak to me. Why are you being so angry? I don't understand. And then finally, after a few hours or a few days, he angrily tells her that she has been disrespecting him by speaking to this man right in front of him. She tries to explain to him that I didn't know that this would upset you. It was an old classmate. I tried to introduce you, but then you went away. And he says to her, "Of course, I wouldn't want to talk to that idiot." And she continues to explain herself and apologizing. And eventually, he gives in and um, accepts her apologies. But at the same time, he says to her that you are such a child. But still, this is only one episode. And to be defined as emotional abuse, it has to be a pattern. So the aim of emotional abuse is to exert control over the target and to diminish the person's self-esteem and trust in themselves. Um, so it is a pattern that is going on under a long time. And, usually, it is something that you can see during all of the whole of the relationship, even though the incident is maybe more clear and more severe as time passes by. Um, and just identifying it is uh, similar to if you suspect that someone is stalking you, then just because this person shows up one time on your street, if you're living in the same city, then it could be a coincidence. But if this is continuing to happening and he's showing up outside your work and he's leaving messages and letters and sending emails from different addresses and contacting your friends, um, then it would be classified as stalking. Um, it is sort of like if you have been through or seen someone being bullied at school. It can be very subtle. So it can be that in a school setting that, oh, you can't sit here next to us, and um, but it's the pattern of constantly putting someone down and showing them that they are less than you. And in the intimate relationship, it is also often, well, as I said, that the abuser is trying to get you under his control. Um, Staying in this environment is not healthy for you. Even if you feel that, oh, I have thick skin and I know that that's just the way he gets when he's angry, that doesn't mean anything. But it is still a signal that you're sending to your subconscious that it is okay for you to be in this kind of environment, and you are accepting this treatment of yourself. The studies that has been done on the effects of emotional abuse is mostly on children, but there are indicators that could actually be more harmful to the child to be subjected to emotional abuse than to be physically or even sexually abused. This is like an enormous thing. Imagine the consequences. Um, and usually it gives lasting effects on the way that you process emotions. You will be more sensitive to potential threats, like checking your environment and having keeping uh, like checking the temperature of your partner to see what kind of mood he is in. And you will not be able to stop yourself from not trying to push the same button again if it was hurtful. It's like if you accidentally touch a stove, a hot stove, then you will uh, be careful to put your hand there again. So it will limit your life more and more as you are trying to not set this person off. Um, it is also, emotional abuse is also a gateway to more severe forms of abuse. I had heard the saying that at the first punch you should leave. And of course, if you're getting into a relationship and it's a new relationship and the guy suddenly punches you, then uh, well, yes, I would have left immediately. I think. But 14 years of emotional abuse, um, and the first punch coming after we had two small children, then it was not as easy to simply up and leave. Um, there is many things that happen in a relationship during such long time, and you get bonded to the abusive to your abusive partner, and you're used to making excuses for his behavior. Um, so emotional abuse is also a severe matter. Some perpetrators will call it tough love. It is not tough love. Tough love would be like if you are having to intervene if in someone who is harming themselves. So if you have a friend or a relative who is using illegal drugs, then tough love would be to sit them down and talk to them uh, in a loving way and say to them, we can't have this anymore. We can't continue to support you or help you when you get yourself into problems if you are continuing to use these substances. That would be tough love. Um, and you can also not excuse yourself with uh, saying that this is just the way I am and you need to accept it. It is still emotional abuse if you as the person the other party in the relationship feels that you are being bullied and put down, and that your partner is well, in order for you to please him you have to restrict your life in different ways, so there are more and more rules that are imposed on you, even if it is with the excuse that he loves you so much, or to keep you safe. If these rules are restricting how you can get around and how you can use your money and your own resources, and this is not the way to live. Um, So, if you think you are experiencing emotional abuse, I would strongly suggest that you start to keep a journal of what is happening and the things that you are hearing, just to be able to go back because you will start to see a pattern. Uh, it is from my own journaling for many years, I started to see this pattern that it would be, well, a good period when we were close and he was acting nice, and then it would be a tense period when he was more turning away and um, showing that he was irritated, um, and not talking as much, and giving me the silent treatment. And then it would be like a period where he was very mean, or an episode where he was very mean, or said something very hurtful, or screamed or destroyed some object that, well, was some of my objects. And then after such a blow up, it would go back to the good period again. So just as if in physical abuse, the emotional abuse also goes through this what is called the um, abuse cycle. So the honeymoon period, the tense period, and then the blow up. Um, if you suspect that someone is trying to put you down, then tell them that they are hurting you, or well, um, tell them that please don't make comments about my appearance, or I would prefer if you don't criticize the way I'm doing things. And in a healthy relationship, they should respect that that's the way you feel, and they will want to make you feel comfortable in the relationship, and the person would listen to you. Um, the most important thing is to get away from this situation. Now, perhaps you are away from the emotional abusive relationship. Also, beware if you're used to being treated like this, beware that you don't slide back into relationships where you are getting, um, well, criticized or put down. It doesn't have to be intimate partner, it can be your friends or your family that is continuing to do this. Um, you should not have to put up with that, and to be able to heal, it is important that you are in a safe environment where you feel that the persons that you are having close relationships with are relating to you in a positive manner. Another helpful thing to reverse the effects, because living under such circumstances will have you second guess yourself, and have a quite a negative self talk. And so one of the things that could help you reverse this is to keep when you are writing in your journal, just write down every evening, or just if you don't want to keep the journal, when you lay down on the pillow, just say, go through on your fingers. So 10 things that I did good today, and just come up with 10 things that you did today that was good. It can be simple things, but things that are very important. Uh, so today I'm proud that I made a healthy dinner and sat together with the kids, and we ate and had a good conversation. And I am also proud of myself for picking up the trash that I saw in on the playground, and so making it a more beautiful environment for everyone. And it can be simple things like that, just to pat yourself on the shoulder. Um, you deserve to feel good about yourself, and the healing. Well, after you have lived in this situation, then of course there is a healing process. and you will start to feel better. The anxiety will decrease, and um, you will, as you put in the time and the effort to reverse it, you will start to heal. Okay, so that's the video. If you liked it, then please press the like button, and I will be coming out with more content. So you are welcome to subscribe to the channel if you feel that it speaks to you. This is Emma holding up a light over the bridge. Thank you. Bye.